What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. So look, y'all. For years, I felt like Jason Whitlock was the real life version of Uncle Ruckus, right? If y'all watch the Boondocks, right? Uncle Ruckus is a self-hating black man who makes excuses for racism against black people at every turn. He will protect the racists who trash and attack black people, and he will make excuses for the racism that black people endure, right? Jason Whitlock is one of those individuals. Stuff can be blatantly racist against black people, and Jason will figure out a angle, try to create an angle for it not to be racism, even though it's blatantly racism in our face, right? And so I guess in order to prove that he is not a butter biscuit eating raccoon, he has two male family members and one female family member on his Outkick show. This is about some weeks ago. I just saw this video. And they up there trying to defend Jason as if they gonna say something different. Jason, that's your family. How are we gonna be convinced any better that you're not a butter biscuit eating raccoon? So anyway, the female family member up there what are people talking about? You don't like black people. Jason, you hate everybody. You attack everybody. You know, Jason, they calling you a butter biscuit eating raccoon. We know you more of a butter biscuit eating grizzly bear. How can they say that? How can they call you a butter biscuit eating raccoon when you don't even like the biscuit at Popeyes? You more of a Popeye. You more of a chicken breast eating grizzly bear. How can they call you what they call you? Listen, man, y'all saw a lot of these conservatives gonna get mad. I don't give a fuck. Okay, Jason Whitlock is a clown. Okay, he is a clown of the highest degree. Stuff will be obviously racist, and here go Jason. Yeah, I know back in the day, the Knights of the Ku Klux Klan and David Duke came to your great-grandparents' door with a burning cross, draped in Confederate flags, calling them the N-word, but that don't mean they racist. They just wanted them to move to a better place and move away from the neighborhood. They just thought they should find somewhere else better to live. You know? Just because the man next door called you a watermelon eating N-word, don't mean he racist. He saw you eating that watermelon at one time, and he just he used context clues. That's all. That's all. You know, just because, the person next door called you a jigaboo, called you a chicken eating, Kool-Aid drinking jigaboo, does not mean he's racist. You got to look in the mirror. You got to look in the mirror. He called you that because you're black and you're not married yet. And listen, if you were married, he wouldn't call you that. If you was married and if you had more Christian values, if you were more forgiving in your heart, if you would not talk about slavery, he wouldn't call you that. This our fault, black people. We keep being victims. Keep being victims. Man, them white folks had us in slavery, civilized us, taught us how to read, taught us how to be upright. They were nice enough to give us the scraps from the pigs so we can make chitlins. And we gonna do this to them now? We gonna complain about racism now? Look what they did for us. How could black people, how could y'all? I don't understand. These were great Christian white people who took us in and gave us a place to stay. They taught us hard work. What is so wrong with that, man? What's wrong with slavery? Color folks talking about slavery. And color folks talking about save me. Wasn't nothing wrong with slavery. At least we had good food back then. The white man sure could be your friend. I don't understand why black people so mad. That's how Jason Whitlock be. Jason be like, man, you know what? All this police brutality is not a real thing. I blame LeBron James for this. If LeBron James would have gotten married at 19 years old and got married before he had that baby with Savannah, if he would display more Christian values, if he would have just, never stood with Hillary Clinton, then black folks would not be getting unalived by law enforcement. You know what I mean? And it's really a figment of black people's imagination. If the black man would have just looked more like Bill Cosby, if he would have looked more like he was a country club black man, if he wouldn't have had them Timberland boots on If the black man wouldn't have had them earrings in his ear, then we wouldn't have thought he was a robber. Nobody would have thought he was a robber. Black people have got to stop being victims. Jesus. Just display more Christian values. It's not Christian-like to have Timberland boots on with fitted caps on. What is all of it? Why do you got to do rag on? It's not Christian-like. That's like Jason Whitlock he does stuff like this. You'd be like, brother, what? He will make any excuse, not even brother. Like, he will make any excuse for racism. And it's obviously is right in front of you. You'd be like, come on, fam. This is what we doing. Listen, he be on that black people have got to, if all we got to do is get married and get more degrees, and they wouldn't think less of us. They wouldn't call us the N-word. They wouldn't try to unalive us for no reason. If we just got married more, be more Christian-like, we would be okay. We got more degrees. They wouldn't do this to us. It's our fault. We just need to go to school and get more degrees and get married more. Even though I, Jason Whitlock, am not married. You have never seen me with a woman in your life. None of y'all have never seen me with a woman in my life. That don't mean I'm not a Christian. I'm still a Christian. And I got good Christian values. Black people need to get married more. And, people wouldn't call them all type of N-words. Just because the people next door called you colored does not make them racist. They know that y'all got the NAACP, National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. They just trying to use the right words for y'all, man. They don't know. One minute you black and then you colored back in the day. What do you want them to do? Listen, man. Look, I don't understand y'all calling me a butter biscuit eating this, that, and the third. I don't even like biscuits. I'm more of a casserole type of guy, more of a pumpkin spice drinking guy. Call me a pumpkin spice eating beaver. I don't know. Don't call me that. Like, Joe, what is Whitlock is unbelievable, boy. Like, god damn. I've never seen a brother like just so dedicated to showing that racism does not exist. If black people want racism to end, just stop talking about it. You heard Morgan Freeman. We keep talking about racism. And I know the real way to fix a problem is to talk about it and address it, but stop being so loud. White folks be good to us. Y'all want stuff like reparations and all. Listen, man, just be happy that we are in America. If it wasn't for the slave trade, we wouldn't be here. Just be happy with the fact that we here in America. Okay? Y'all just so ungrateful. Me, Jason Whitlock, I'm grateful. I thank the white man for bringing us over here. You know what I mean? And civilizing us and taking us in. And I can sit next to him and he can rub my head every day. He can pat me on my back. And I appreciate him for doing that. I like being right cozy up under him. It make me feel good. He really look at me as a valued person. And I don't talk about racism. I don't be a victim. They can come up in here, all the police can come whoop my ass. And it'll be okay. Because I should have displayed more Christian values not to get my ass whooped. If I would display more Christian values, maybe if I had a wife, they wouldn't whoop my ass like that. maybe if I had a PhD, they would see I'm really an esteemed and valued member of society. That's all you got to do, black folks. Go get you some more degrees. Educate yourself, okay? Stop talking about racism. It's not racist. Listen, I don't care. They could have a Confederate flag on right now calling you the N-word. Maybe if you didn't live like an N-word and they stopped making that rap music, they wouldn't call you that. They say the N-word in the rap music. That is why other people think they can say it. They don't know no better. They don't understand that they can't say it because the rappers say it. They don't know no better. Yeah, I know they was creating a term to call us to demean our people, but so what? We know they created that term. So what? We give them a pass for that. That don't mean they racist. Us black people, we just gotta be better and stop trying to get reparations. We don't need that. We just want another handout. And listen, man, we want another handout. We already got a handout with slavery. Listen, man, what more do you want? Come on. Be like me and say racism don't exist, and you will get somewhere in life. That's all you got to do. Oh man, Whitlock, boy, I promise you, you be looking like this dude here he is unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's LeBron James' fault that all of this is happening. If he would have married Savannah at 18 years old before they had that baby, then we could, they would think he's more respectable. If he would have never talked about Trayvon Martin, if he would have stopped, if he would have stopped talking about Trayvon Martin and Alton Sterling, if we would never have talked about Sandra Bland, white people would we could respect him. But he is obviously a racist because he keeps talking about things that happen to Black American people. Black American people getting gunned down by law enforcement unjustly. He keep talking about that. Just shh, LeBron, shh. Let it lie. Leave it alone. It's okay. All Trayvon Martin had to do was be more respectable looking. It'd have been okay. That's how Jason Whitlock act. This all LeBron James. LeBron, if he could be more like Michael Jordan and don't say nothing about nothing going on with Black folks, I would like him. But he keep trying to make us a victim. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Black folks couldn't get a lot of stuff. I know we've been oppressed for years, but stop saying that. Don't say that. They don't look. Who cares? Just find you somebody, a nice white man and nice white woman to cozy up to, and life will be okay. Who cares if they get Confederate flags and they calling you the N-word? Let them call you that. I embrace being called the N-word by white folks. I love it. I'm their favorite N-word. Guess what? It's gotten me far in life. All right, y'all, man. I'm done playing, man. Machiavelli Mills TV. Jason Whitlock is a lost cause. Black folks, y'all go to school, when y'all go to college, y'all, you get candy canes and twirl candy canes around. You bark like dogs. White man go to school, he become a doctor. We want to have candy canes in our hands and jump around. We would never, white people don't never do that. They don't be in fraternities. They don't. They be doctor fi doctor, lawyer fi lawyer. And that's why people, they not no victim. Black people go be lawyers. Look at Johnny Cochran. He's a lawyer, but he was in a candy cane twirling group. That's why they didn't respect Johnny like that. Johnny still was with them candy cane twirlers. Oh, man. Shout out to the brothers of Kappa Alpha Psi, man. Machiavelli Mills TV. I'm out. Peace.